I'm just randomly talking because, like, the editing process is strange because I know that there are people who have, like, I follow people on TikTok, and there's many people who have profiles that are copies of them, and I never had that issue with YouTube, but I do have a habit of reviewing myself. But I have heard a little bit about how there is those who do take do take people's videos and then post them on a completely different site. Not even a completely different site, just a completely different profile that can be hidden. And say that the original poster, although mine's have been consistent throughout my filming of like on my channel or whatever. And because that's one thing I have been consistent about. I mean, I've been consistent about a couple of things. Well, except for not smoking black and milds. It's been rough in some aspects. So, but the Can of Fitness challenge was lit. But just I like to make a point, but I always consider the fact that sometimes you need to say things directly, and there's a point to saying these things directly. But um, I need to I just sometimes I want to consider how things are being planned and how I'm supported in certain instances, and not just support for my sake, but support for those that are able to relate to the information in the video instead of putting a magnifying glass on something and not having the forethought of knowing how things might shift for another person. And even if I'm just making a reference or flat out saying it, um, I you don't always know what someone's experiences are. So with that, it's like that's why I kind of keep my content light. And when I do get personal, it's mainly about myself, but it's about things that I not only think should be addressed, but am sort of in certain ways encouraged to because, well, since I've had so many issues, well, not so many issues, since I've had some issues with certain things invalidating my sort of control over my own trajectory when it comes to how I explain and represent myself in little ways, but in important ways. Um, but hold on. So yeah, everything I post is genuine, even if sometimes some people may say I feel I don't know robotic. I think it's because of the high thing, but I like my Android voice. Hi. I never really considered it. I call it my monotone voice. But if you want to make fun of me a little bit, it's fine. I think it makes me sound distinct in my own subtle way. So I like being a little bit annoying. And, well, when I'm feeling up to it, I always say, hi, good morning. Ah, ah. But yeah, that's my random little chat.